So the second area we're talking about is compassionate communities. And we thought earlier on about being a prophetic church, a church that is setting up prophetic signs of the kingdom of God. And it being not so much about the size, but the quality of the witness that's there. And this one, so the last one had one big idea. This one has two big ideas. We've sort of slightly broken our rule here about having just one key idea. And the two invitations that we have here, again, invitations, not demands, but invitations to you to consider. One, I guess, is more than an invitation. This one is a bit of a real ask, and the other is more of an invitation. The first is a strong encouragement for every parish and chaplaincy to sign up as an eco-church with A Rocha and to work towards bronze, silver, and gold awards. One of the key areas that we as a world, as a nation, as a church need to address is this issue of climate change. And we've signed up within the Church of England to be carbon neutral by 2030, which is going to be quite a challenge. Every single one of us needs to do our bit in that. That's why engaging with this agenda is going to be crucial for all of us. And so the real ask, and this is more than an ask, it's kind of saying, we really want you to do this, which is to sign up to Eco Church with A Rocha and work towards these standards. Now, obviously, getting bronze is a relatively straightforward process. To move beyond that to silver and gold is more of a stretch, but apparently there are only 23 churches across the whole Church of England that have got to gold. I know of one within the Diocese of London, not within our area, but we've had a number of churches that have really made progress on this. But it's a really good and easy way to begin to engage with the climate change agenda within our local churches. And again, one of the things, if we don't do that, we kind of lack credibility sometimes in our witness, in our communities, because so many other people are quite rightly engaged with this issue. Because, of course, responding to climate change is not just a Christian calling, it's a human calling. We as the human race are called to care and to nurture the creation. But we as the Christian church are to play our part in that. So there's our first thing, to strong encouragement for every parish and chaplaincy to sign up as an eco-church with A Rocha and work towards bronze, silver, and gold awards. And the second invitation, really, is to either identify or develop some form of locally developed compassionate outreach within their local community. Now, it may be that you already got one. You've got one particular area where you've identified an area of local need, which is a kind of prophetic action that says something about the coming kingdom of God. It may be that that's a little bit tired and it needs a bit of re-envisioning and re-resourcing. It may be there's something else that's new that you need to do. And again, the idea of this is it's related to local needs. That's why we're not kind of imposing one particular thing that everyone has to do. You will know what the local needs are within your local community. One of the things you can do, that a number of parishes have done, is a community audit. There is a process you can do on that, which just doesn't cost that much, a few £100, to enable you to do a proper community audit, to look at your local community, to find out what are the real needs, not just the ones you perceive, but the ones that are real needs in your local community. And then work out what you can do. Now, you can't do everything. You're not going to be able to meet every need in your local parish, but there may be some that you can. Is there something that we could do which would be a sign of the kingdom in our local area? I say that may be developing an existing ministry, it may be starting a new one or whatever. Now, also conscious within that, there are 7 areas that the diocese has identified as areas where support can be offered. Or was it 6? Have we got it on the next slide? I can't remember whether that is. Is that on the next slide or not? There we go. Yeah, it's not on that. So anyway, they are caring for creation, debt and financial well-being, mental health and isolation, refugees and asylum seekers, housing and homelessness, serious youth violence, and modern slavery. And again, you may have heard that list, but it's a bit of a steer. It doesn't mean you have to do something in one of those 7 areas. It may be something different from that, that's fine. But if you do something in those 7 areas, you can get some resource and some help within from the Diocese and Compassionate Communities team. So there are two invitations, asks, eco-church and developing a local compassionate outreach of some kind or another. So, group discussion, again, to hand over to you in your groups. what can we do to encourage people towards silver and gold? Maybe there are those of you who within your groups have started on this journey already. You might want to share a little bit about what that's been. What resources from the area or the diocese would help in that. On compassionate outreach, I'm aware there's lots going on already. Most of you have those ministries of local compassionate outreach that's there. How do we value that as well as the new? How could the new compassionate communities team within the diocese help you? Are they high profile enough? Do you need more knowledge about that? Again, what can we do at the area level to support parishes? Again, a community audit. Those of you who've done that, you may want to speak a bit about what that's been like. You can help, and that can be done at a parish level, a kind of smaller cluster, or a deanery level. That could help. Is that the kind of thing that would help you as you take this one forward? Or there may be other ideas you have under this compassionate communities heading. So again, can I encourage you to get back into your groups and for the next 15, 20 minutes, discuss some of those questions. And again, take notes and feed those through as part of our response. Thank you.